Good morning, Gogglefrogs. A wonderful good morning. And I don't think the bleep had happened to let Marion know that we were going live. So good morning, Marion. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Good morning, Angela.
Wonderful to see all of you Gogglefroggers as well. It's whatever the weather is outside, it may be a little bit cold, it may be a little bit rainy, but whatever happens, as long as you've got your cup of tea and a little bit of warmth, hey, they match. And you knit or you're crocheting, do you know what? It's fine. And for the next hour, we're going to be with you talking about who knows what. Although I have got a few things written in my on my pad. So I've got a few, and I've got something lovely to show you as well about wool. So we've got lots of things to do. But if you're watching for the first time, you can see us, but we can't see you. So it doesn't matter if you got your PJs on, if you haven't put your makeup on, don't worry. But yes, you can see us. We will chat for England, and there is a chat box on the right hand side. So feel free to chat in there, and to let, if it's the first time with us, say hello and let us know which part of the country or the world you're from. We set this up over 9 months ago now, at the beginning of the first lockdown, and we're just coming out of the second lockdown today, aren't we? No, not today.
No,
we come out
Tuesday,
of it on
Tuesday.
Yeah, no, Wednesday. It's the second,
Wednesday,
isn't it?
The third. So that's the first day out of the old lockdown, and then we go into tier 2. Some parts of the country go into tier 3, and some parts of the country go into tier 1.
I know, so all confusing. Who can keep up with that? Who knows? But yes, so that's what happens. So we go live now 4 times a week. When we started, it was for our friends, so that we could keep in touch with people, because knit and natters were stopped, weren't they? We had to close down, and we couldn't meet our friends in our local yarn shops if they had knit and natters, or pubs, cafes, you name it. So we started this off, and then after a little while, somebody asked for merchandise, so we got merchandise, and then somebody asked for some wool, so we did we formed a relationship with King Cole, and then Marion actually said, oh, I thought you might have done some hand dyed, so we've got hand dyed yarn as well. So this is what happened, and 165 episodes later, we're still here. So yeah, I can't believe it, and I don't think anybody else can, but it's wonderful. No. So but whatever happens, knit. And at the end of this whole episode, we are going to have 2 exhibitions. Well, no, we're going to have 1 exhibition in Leighton Buzzard, and we're going to have a Gogglefrogs in the north and a Gogglefrogs in the south that will get together. So yeah, so whatever happens, we will one day all meet up. So that's going to be good fun. But I hope you're all well today. And how are you today, Marion?
Oh, apart from getting up a bit late, because we binge watched Vicar of Dibley last night.
Did you?
We watched about 8 episodes.
Oh, it's so funny though, isn't it?
Oh yeah, some of it was, yeah. The Christmas lunch episode was there.
With the
yeah. That one.
Oh, but you can't. That program would not be Vicar of Dibley without Alice. I think Alice absolutely makes it.
You are so right. And I can remember there was reading an interview with Dawn French, whereby she said that, do you remember the butter one? I can't believe it's not butter.
Yeah.
They were going to cut that, but the lady Emma Chambers, who played Alice, apparently rehearsed it. And when they came in and they said they were going to cut it, she was absolutely gutted. So they put it in. I'm so pleased they did, because it's a marvel of acting, really. I mean, to do those words is unbelievable. It
It
was,
is one of the you, even if you weren't into Vicar of Dibley, just to watch the last 2 minutes as they were chatting over a
oh,
cup of tea right at the end, that's all you had to watch, because you could not stop laughing your
no.
head off at what she came out with.
I know.
It was brilliantly written, absolutely
Absolutely
brilliantly written.
brilliant.
Yeah,
Apparently they're bringing back a Christmas special for this year.
I was just going to say, do you know what? Christmas is not the same without these wonderful Christmas
Yeah.
specials. Oh, if they do, that's going to be incredible. So
Mhm.
let's keep our fingers crossed that Vicar of Dibley is going to be on this year at
Yeah.
Christmas.
What were the other Christmas specials? There was Only Fools and Horses.
Yeah,
That was Eric Morecambe and Wise. They used to be, their Christmas specials were, but they've dated. We watched one the other week and we thought, what's there funny about this?
I just didn't ever get them. When I was young, it was really the Only Fools and Horses, wasn't it? That was the
Oh yeah.
biggest Christmas event that there was. And I like them when they're all on Christmas Day. What I couldn't get over was when they put something on like a week before. So everything was done before Christmas Day. So
Yeah.
hopefully this year we're going to have really good Christmas Day, Boxing Day. So there's lots of TV that we can watch,
I
because we're going to
wonder
be
if
stuck
we'll
in our
have
house.
The Sound of Music, It's a Wonderful Life,
Never
and
seen
what's
it.
the other one that gets regurgitated at Christmas?
Oh, Wizard of Oz.
I don't mind that. I haven't yet seen. Have I seen that one all the way through? Do you know one film I haven't seen at all? And don't fall off your chair when I tell you. And that is, I've lost it. I've forgotten it. Leslie Howard, um, uh, Olivia de Havilland, set in the south of America
Gone with
during
the
the
Wind.
Confederate War. Pardon?
Gone with the Wind.
That's the one.
Oh, fab. I've never seen it either all the way
Oh,
through.
Brigitte
But
has saved me. Thank you, Brigitte.
I'm sure I will. I'm sure I will. Anyway, shall we say some
Oh, I
good
think
morning?
that's a good idea.
And please let us know what your favourite Christmas TV programmes are, or films, and then hopefully they're going to be on this year. So let's say a quick hello. So we'll do bottom to top.
Yeah.
Hello, Trisha. How are you? Hopefully you've been making lots of lovely socks, because I can't believe how many pairs of socks you seem to have made. And good morning to Safi as well. And can I just say, I can't believe Safi is gifting something to the homes. So we're actually going to do a socially distanced meet just off the M1 this
Oh,
week, because she's got a wonderful gift. She's been looking for a home for it. So I can't believe that I'm going to meet Safi, who is a new friend met through
yes,
lockdown.
yes.
So we will be socially distanced. We will be cars apart, if you know what I mean. But yeah, it'll be great to meet you. So can't wait, Safi. And good morning, Marion. Lovely to see
Morning.
you again. Only 24 hours since I saw you, as we're dropping gifts off, etc. yesterday. So it was a total whirlwind yesterday. And good morning, Linda. Lovely to see you. Good morning, Judy. And a warm and welcome Monday greeting. Morning, Janice. Great to see you here.
Morning.
And hello, Jackie. Are you working? Probably. So good that we're in the background. And good morning, Helen. Lovely to see you. And good morning, Deborah. Lovely to see you. And good morning, Brigitte. Lovely to see you on episode 165. So do let us know what your favourite programmes, films, Christmas specials were over Christmas, and we can all see if we all enjoyed them as well. So we'll have a quick look at the chat.
Yeah.
Trisha says morning all. Deborah says morning all. Brigitte says morning peeps 165. Judy says good morning all, and Jackie says morning.
She has a
Sorry,
phone while she's
I have
working.
you on in the background whilst working. I saw it in the background. I thought, what have I got in the background? Oh dear. Linda says morning everyone. Happy Monday to you too. Safi says good morning, lovely people. Tier 3 in West Yorkshire. I know. So I'm taking my mum back home. Oh, hello, Mum. Let me let me double check that my mum's got us on. Yes. Sorry.
Angela and her mum delivered to me as well, and her mum's now met Ollie, whose comment was, "What a gentle boy he is for somebody so big."
Lovely.
Right. So you're on Marion.
Yeah, and hello, Mum. So sorry, I didn't look above Brigitte. So let me double check.
You weren't there.
Because I saw my name, so I thought it was presenter Angela. I forgot it was my mum. So hello, Mum, and thank you for the cup of tea. So yeah, we're going into tier 3 in West Yorkshire, which is quite interesting. So I'm taking my mum back up Wednesday or Thursday, and I'm still going to be able to visit her because she's in my bubble. But this is going to be really, really strange because, as you know, my dad is currently recovering in the care home. So as Boris has said, visits to people with memory issues should be happening throughout this lockdown. So to make that happen, I mean, I do limit where I go, who I see, but yeah, it's really quite strange, really strange. But we can't wait to see him on Friday. My mum can't wait to see her home again as well, because we did say that over lockdown she'd be with us. So yeah, we're in tier 2, Leeds are in tier 3. Really strange. Marion says, thanks for the delivery yesterday. Lovely to see you. It certainly brightened up a dull Sunday afternoon. The yarn looks beautiful and looking forward to using it. Thank you so much. It was lovely to see you and have a lovely chat as well. And I hope everything gets sorted out soon, Marion. But yes, I'm sure that you will love that yarn. It's one of my favourites. Beautiful.
Tell us what you got, Marion.
I'll leave you to share in the chat box, Marion. So Brigitte says, Marion, isn't the yarn just wonderful? Deborah says, Brigitte, wow. Helen says, morning. I love my Jerpal yarn. I just love the name Jerpal. And even my dad, when I told my dad, was it day before yesterday, I was explaining what we'd done and, you know, about the OXO, which he found really funny. And when I said Jerpal, he found that really, really funny as well. So, but it is just beautiful colours.
I'll tell you that's beautiful, and that's Robert's Fringe. Oh my God, is that gorgeous? I'm going to have to buy another one. So nobody, Jackie, nobody, please, no. It's not your colour, dear.
Oh, yeah, we're just so pleased that you like the yarn. And something that I'll say this, something that I was really quite surprised at was I started looking on some other people's websites for yarn. And what I realised was lovely colours, just one type of yarn base on there. So everything's the same. Whereas I think with like myself and Robert, we've got quite excited about, oh, what's yak, or oh, what's camel, or what's this. So I suppose it's not just about colours, it's about what that yarn base is as well. So what does it feel like?
You're looking at the environment as well as to what's environmentally friendly, what can be recycled, and that sort of thing.
Yeah, so it's just quite exciting. But I just noticed yesterday, because I was having a look and thought, you know, what are other people doing? And I didn't realise that, you know, most people don't do yak or camel.
No, it's mainly merino, isn't it? With
Yeah,
I've just realised that we're quarter of an hour in and we've got nowhere near the music.
oh my word! You see, this is what happens when I've been used
Shall
to
we finish
Robert.
this bit of chat?
Yeah, let's.
We got as far as Helen saying that she loved her gerbil. That sounds like a gerbil, doesn't it? Gerbil. Linda,
I'll tell you what, Marion, let's do the music because there's a lot about Christmas stuff on there.
right?
And we might end up chatting quite
that's a good idea.
There were lots of well done and thank you for that, Robert, from everybody watching. So I think people really, really love that. Thank you so much.
Lovely. Was that Chrissy Brinkley, the model?
Well, Turlington was in my mind, but
I don't know. Somebody will tell us.
They will, yes. But I suddenly looked and I thought, oh, big earrings from back then.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
Men with crop tops, with cropped vests as well, which is a very strange fashion time, I think. But yeah, brilliant.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and welcome to Anne. Hello, Anne. So it was, yeah, really good music choice. Thank you. I just find it hilarious looking back at some of the videos at the what is it, the clothing, but her clothing was amazing, really, really amazing. Oh yeah, so I think everybody enjoyed that, so brilliant. And I know, Robert, you are going to be watching the replays because you're working this week, so just on the song, Brigitte says, I love that song. Deborah says, one of my all-time favourites. Good choice, Robert. And a great video too. Helen says, good music choice, guys. Safi says, a favourite here as well. Anne says, oh, hang on, sorry. Ray said, yes. And great song for a wet Monday. I enjoyed that. So that's probably, Ray said yes to, was it Turlington or Brinkley? It's probably Brinkley, actually. Yes. But if anyone knows, just let us know. So I know we were talking about Christmas before. Sorry,
yeah, we got as far as Linda saying it would be nice to see a Christmas special, but so many of them are no longer with us. That is very true. I remember the two Ronnies. That was another one. Brigitte reminds me it was Gone with the Wind. And Safi is really excited to meet you.
Oh, I'm really excited to meet you. And like,
yeah, and Brigitte said that we all want to say to Safi, and that say a big hello to Safi from me and all the Gogglefroggers.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. It's a shame it's not a charabanc going up to meet her.
I'm sure it will be at some point.
Yeah.
It will be. When we do the up north and the down south, I'm sure lots of the people from down south will travel up north, and those from up north will travel down south, and we're able to move around the country. Oh, I've got a pigeon at my back door now. We sometimes
there.
Huh?
Is
no,
Splodge there?
Splodge was there earlier, but I think it might be a racing pigeon that's very, very tame. So I'll keep the door shut because if not, it's going to be in the house. Oh dear.
Both Deborah and Brigitte like It's a Wonderful Life. Helen's saying Miracle on 34th Street. The original or the remake, Helen?
I haven't seen. I really haven't.
Yes. Oh, I think the remakes with Richard Attenborough and the old one's black and white. And Marion said that she got Friends and a wonderful reminder of all her Gogglefrog friends. And Brigitte says that she's got the same. Oh, I'm right, says Helen. I think that's right to Chrissy Brinkley.
Yes. And Anne said yes, Brinkley.
And Safi says to Brigitte that hopefully we will all be able to get together soon. Yeah, I think we'll have to take over Betty's or something.
Now that sounds like a fabulous idea.
Oh,
Anything with cake is good.
does everybody know what Betty's is?
Oh, do you want to tell them?
Well, I've only ever been to one, and that was the one in York.
Yeah.
Betty's is a rather famous, I think it started in Yorkshire, maybe even in Harrogate, tea rooms where they sell things like Yorkshire Fat Rascal, Parkin, all the traditional northern delicacies. And the tea is served up thick and dark.
And in a silver teapot.
Yes.
Or I don't know whether it's silver or pewter. I don't know, but it's one of them.
And
they still have a dessert trolley that goes around.
Yeah, a bit like Mrs. Overall.
Of course, yes.
And do they still wear black with white pinnies?
They do. It's still very traditional. You still have to queue. You can have afternoon tea. And there is one of the founders were they Swedish or something, which is why Rosties are on the menu. So you can have a like the savoury stuff, Rosti and eggs and stuff like that. So there's some lovely dishes there. And you can have a great afternoon tea. And if you just want a piece of cake with tea, then they bring it round on the little trolley, so you can actually have it beside of you, and you then choose which one you want, which I love. It's the old 1960s, 1970s way of choosing your dessert in a restaurant.
Yeah, I went into one in York. I was there on a course. Now, what was I doing? Oh, guide dog speaker course, I think.
Oh.
And I had to come home early. I can't remember why. Never mind. Oh, Linda's saying. I've got to go back with regards to Miracle on 34th Street. Janice is saying the original had Edmund Gwen as Santa. And was that in the 1930s or early 40s? And Linda's saying she's just received her first Christmas card through the post. And Deborah's saying, come to York. And Safia's going, yes, afternoon tea at Betty's would be wonderful. And Louise has just joined us. So good morning, Louise.
Good morning.
For a bit in the background while she's working. So fabulous. I'm very intrigued, Angela, as to how... Oh, really, Helen? 1947, and Natalie Wood was the little girl.
Yes. I remember seeing that on a programme about Natalie Wood.
Yeah, was she the one that tragically died?
Yes. Robert Wagner.
Yeah. And they still don't know whether it was suicide or whether she was pushed.
No, it's just a really unfortunate incident, isn't it? Like, she was absolutely stunning, but it was that programme when it was saying about how when she was young and her mum sort of engineered that. So she was going to make it big. Absolutely fantastic career. And absolutely stunning. So So you were saying that you didn't understand, or you wanted me to explain something?
Yeah, what you're knitting.
Oh, right, okay. So I'm using that, which is the what is it one? The wild one in yellow, and I am doing a knit night in stocking stitch.
That's looking good.
Yeah. Right. So it will need to be blocked, but I want it to go with black, obviously.
That'll look wonderful with black.
Yeah, I know. So I'm really enjoying it. I'm doing it with my chow goose. And I just have let's see if you can see that. Possibly. So I'm doing garter stitch for 2 of the picots in, and then I move to stocking stitch, so that you can see, because I didn't like it like that,
No, I understand. I can understand that.
but I
That
do like
does
that
show
when
the
you,
stitch definition and the yarn off
yeah,
proper.
and it's lovely because you'll get on the wool, you only get a half shape, sorry, half line of black, because it's it, you know how the wool is, because it's like that,
Yeah.
so that's why you don't get a full black stitch. So you get these half stitches of yellow and half stitches of black. I love it, I really do. So that's why I wanted that stocking stitch. So, oh, and good morning, Rebecca.
Yeah.
So that's what I was. So that's what I was doing. So I'm really enjoying it. But again, there's going to be loads and loads and loads and loads, and I am not starting to do the border until I've got 10 grams left, because this is just like the other one. It goes forever, so, which is nice.
Deborah's saying about Yorkshire, and the Yorkshire curd cake is the best. Is that with curd cheese rather than something like lemon curd? It's got to be curd cheese, hasn't it? There is no proper.
The Yorkshire curd tart.
Yeah, they're curd cheese, aren't they?
Yeah, I think there's no apostrophe in Betty's, and no one knows why. I miss being able to pop into York in the afternoon and have tea at Betty's. They celebrated 100 years last year. Oh, I love Betty's. One thing I love, and as a baker myself, is the fact that they never use spoons. So they actually mix the batter by hand, with hand, and that's quite normal. Yeah, they're non-commercial when they're making their cakes, which I absolutely love. Oh, so it is a curd tart, but they call it a curd cake in Betty's. Thank you. And also, me and my mum and dad went there a few times. And when I was little, my dad used to play cricket. So is it Otley where is it Ilkley or Otley? One of them, there's the Betties. So whenever my dad played cricket there, me and my mum used to go, and we used to have the same all the time. And it was, it had a swan meringue, and it was ice cream, and I think there was some fruit in it. And then they made meringues in the shape of swan wings, and then there was a big swan neck. And I always remember having that every time I went to Betty's. It was delicious.
It's the one in Ilkley.
Yep. So it must have been the Ilkley one. So whenever my dad played cricket there, we used to go, because I mean, again, cricket takes hours, doesn't it? So we used to wander into the town. We used to have a wander around. If there wasn't a town centre near, and if it was the little village, we'd take a picnic and go and find somewhere nice to sit with a bench, which may even be in a lovely like graveyard, etc. So we used to have a wander around, or we'd go to Betty's. It was always lovely, really, really lovely. So yes, Ilkley has a Betty's, and that's the one where it's right.
Anne has said something to Deborah that's made me have a think. And Anne says to Deborah, we go to the one in Harrogate. Well, if I remember rightly, there's a wool show, a knitting and stitching show in Harrogate once a year. I suppose we could do the two together.
I think it's got to be, yeah. Why not? We'll get them to section their ear off. Let's face it, it doesn't have to be.
You're going to say you're going to get a section.
It could be arranged.
Yeah, I'll be first in the queue.
Snap. But yeah, we could have a Gogglefrog section, couldn't we?
Yeah.
So that would be quite good fun. But of course we wouldn't need it like slap bang over lunchtime, would we? So we'd have it whenever we'd walked for England and gone around the show and got back there. And Tracy says, I thought that's what she said to Marion. Safi says there's one at Harlow Car as well. I've never heard of that, Harlow Car. I think the Harrogate show is the same weekend as Ali Pally. Ooh, hang on a minute. Wool at both, but really nice cake in one. I know where I might be going. And Deborah says, yes, the knitting and stitching show in Harrogate should be on this weekend. Oh, well, should have been on this weekend. Linda says, what a marvellous idea, Marion. So I think that's definitely agreed. Don't worry, she's talking to Richard. And Anne says, yes, I go to the knitting and stitching show. It's currently a Nightingale Hospital. Wow. I didn't realise that. That's quite interesting, isn't it? And Rebecca says, last year we went to Betty's in York for our wedding anniversary. Oh, happy anniversary for back then. Afternoon tea. We went upstairs and there was a pianist playing as well. Very nice indeed. Oh, I've never been with the pianist playing. Marion, you would not manage the two. We plan to every year, but the yarn show is so huge there. Same as with the Thought Bubble Sequential Art Festival. We are so busy with the show, we never get to Betty's. Oh, wow. And Safi says, it's a wonderful garden. And Anne says, Harlow Car is RHS Garden Grounds. I didn't realise that, so thank you for letting me know. And Brigitte says, no, I think knitting and stitching shows are at different times. Ali Pally's in October, Harrogate in November. Oh, right, okay. So Safi says, oh, so different weekends to Ali Pally, so no excuse, although it is currently a Nightingale. And Deborah says, and me too. I always go somewhere twice. It seems strange not to go this year.
Oh my God.
It does. Oops. Sorry. So that's really good. So thank you for letting us know. So that looks as if we do have a little bit of a plan for next year to go and have some nice afternoon tea. Nothing nicer than Betty's. Although, do you know what? This is another one I'm going to be talking about tea as well. Their loose tea, the tea room blend that you get in like a round tub, best tea.
Really?
Absolutely lovely.
Richard came up to tell me a couple of things, but one of them, I don't know whether you know, but two footballers banged heads yesterday, Wolves versus Arsenal, and one of the footballers is in hospital with a fractured skull. The bang was so forceful. He's just yelled at me, Jimenez.
Oh.
Yeah.
Let's hope for a speedy recovery. Bless.
Yeah. Not good.
Nice.
Not good.
Oh, poor thing.
Yeah.
So why have I got sweet now?
I don't know.
It's fine.
You said you had a couple of things written down you were going to say.
Yes, I have. So right. So we've had a little bit of a think. And first of all, I want to say a huge thank you. Thank you so much for all of your beautiful gifts that are going to the care home and will be going to the care home. So I just want to say thank you, Janet, for more bunting. So my friend's going to be really happy with that. Marion, thank you so much for not only gifts but lavender bags. Marion, who is here on screen with me. Helen, who I don't think is with us at the moment, for scarves, hats, blankets, and other things, which are amazing. Deborah, thank you so much for those beautiful stockings. And Safi, thank you very much for your blanket as well. But we thought it's all about ourselves as well, because we've got Christmas coming up, haven't we? So we thought, you know what, we can't get to our little groups, And at Christmas, there's a really good chance that we'd have a little bit of a secret Santa. So this is if you want to be involved. Okay, so don't worry if you don't want to be involved. But what we thought we'd do is a secret Santa. So we'd need to pay for the postage ourselves, but we thought an absolute maximum £5 on the price of the gift. And if you'd like to do a secret Santa, let us know. Please message myself or Robert, and we will let you know who you would then be buying for. And it's only if you want to be involved. So I know that some people enjoy doing secret Santa. So people either aren't at work or not going to their little groups. So if you'd like to be involved, let us know. And what we'll do is if you email myself or Robert, we will then see who wants to be involved, and then we will make sure that you all have somebody to send that to. So we'll secretly pick them. If you do let us know, then you are agreeing to us releasing your address, your home address and your name to that one person. All right, so we'll arrange it, and then at some point there will be a little secret Santa gift going. So we just thought, let's keep it at £5, a £5 gift, and it's just a little bit of something. So and it should be quite nice and fun. So if you would like to be involved in that, we will do a Gogglefrog secret Santa. So yeah, so that's one thing that we're doing. So I know we can't get out and about, but we can still do some of the things that we used to do. If you like secret Santa, although the first time I did secret Santa, I didn't understand it. I thought there was a guide of a price, and I spent loads of money on all of these gifts, and I even put a bottle of gin in there, not realizing the whole thing about a secret Santa is not to give a big gift. It's to give a small gift. So I've now realized what secret Santa is. So and I know that you know, if you don't want to, don't worry. But we just thought it'd be a little bit of fun. So I think there's a few people would like to be involved.
Yeah, I was just thinking that. And Deborah says we should open them all the same time during one of our meetings.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Yes.
So I don't know whether it should be Christmas Day or before Christmas, but let's have a go.
Yes.
Because I suppose on Christmas Day it's all about people not feeling on their own. So if we have people who haven't been part of this, then they'd feel a little bit
embarrassing.
So maybe if we open them the last event before Christmas, if we did something like that.
Plan.
Yeah. So just let us know if you'd like to be involved. So we thought that would be quite nice. So just a huge thank you, people. And I just want to say, well done, Robert, for everything. He's working, he's doing this, he's absolutely shattered. And at the end of, what was it? Was it Friday? Friday night, I was leaving after the event. He just said to me, "We haven't got one of these in December, have we?" I said, "No, that's it for the year now." I said, "That's it now." I said, "There is no more yarn and stuff like that. All we'll do is if something sells out and if somebody wants something, we'll just get it replaced, etc." But he's absolutely shattered. He's been up at 4 o'clock. No, he started work at 4 o'clock every day last week. Because he's secondment there, he's in charge of all of the delivery, and of course Waitrose have just taken back on board their delivery, so it's quite a role he's got there, really exciting role. But yeah, so I think whatever happens, I just want Robert to be able to chill.
You've made a very good point that you need to allow time for any postal delays. So is it worthwhile putting a time limit on when people can apply to take part in the Secret Santa?
Yeah, if you can get to us by the weekend, and we will then organise that. I believe that last day guaranteed posting is going to be the 12th. So that's what we want to do. So we want to get things in the post probably by the 10th, if that's all right, and then you know it's going to get there, and that you don't have to pay anything silly to get things delivered. But yes, so we'll do that. We just thought it'd be really nice, so we will do. So postage times. So let us know this week. And again, if there's anybody else that you know normally would like to do Secret Santa and they like to be involved, of course they can. And just to let you know, I did sort out my my mic as well, my voice, so I don't sound squeaky anymore. And that's because somehow one of the settings had changed. So I've restored what it was before. So let's have a look in Gogglefrogs, shall we? Because I realised it's nearly 1:45. Yeah. And if we don't get through everything, don't worry, we will go through it tomorrow. Right, okay, so let's have a quick look. So Anne, oh,
is that Betty's?
No, so Anne ordered afternoon tea from our local boutique cafe institution, delivered to the door. How amazing is that?
How wonderful. And the tea and the cups and saucers.
Yeah.
Wow.
Isn't that fab? Yeah, I believe that you do get the hamper and then you leave it outside and they take it back. Well, that's what some of them do. So that looks absolutely beautiful.
That looks beautiful.
Yeah, look at those sandwiches, so delicate. Lovely cakes, lovely scones. Oh, I think I might have to do some baking today. Deborah says, started my brother's Mind the Gap socks. Don't they look incredible?
Love them. Absolutely love them.
Yeah, all those lovely lines on there. By lines, I mean tube lines.
I reckon she'll have a sock finish come tomorrow.
She'll probably have both of them done by tomorrow. You know how quick she is. But that looks lovely. Absolutely beautiful colours. And do you know what? It's only when you start seeing the Bakerloo, the Piccadilly, the Jubilee going through there, the different tube lines that you
Victoria,
realise.
the Central Line, yeah, the Northern Line.
Yeah, and the green one that
District.
I know goes District, that's it. I know it goes to Upminster and Putney, is it? Yeah, I think it's Putney.
Yeah, Wimbledon as well.
Wimbledon, that's it, yeah.
I think.
And this was lovely from Deborah. 2 knitting daughters and I held our annual Christmas crafternoon yesterday. So what a lovely idea. You can do that on Zoom, can't you? But you can have your tea and your cakes and still do your crafty afternoon, which I just thought was wonderful. Usually we all get together, one of us leads with a craft project and we have afternoon tea with Bubbles. This year we did it via Zoom. The theme was knitting a Fair Owl headband, but we still did afternoon tea and Bubbles. So let's have a look. That is lovely, isn't it?
Really nice. And do you know what came up on my events, my calendar? Dawn's afternoon tea.
Oh, yeah. The Dawn did crafternoon teas as well. So we used to go around there, take our projects and yeah, so that's lovely. So and if anything, there's a little bit of inspiration that you can still do these afternoon teas. And if anyone needs anything delivering, let me know and I'll drop something round if you're local to me.
This was just amazing.
I know. Do you want to say this one then?
Well, yeah, Linda has raised the most amazing amount. 3,000. I can't move the screen. £3,150 for various charities, and it is just amazing. It's too tiny for me to read on my screen.
Sorry, I'll go through that then. So a huge well done. So she has raised for Macmillan £1,760. Veterans with Dogs is £300. Children in Need is £60. And Alzheimer's UK so far is £830.
Just
Total,
incredible.
total raised for the Stroke Association, £190 so far. Unbelievable. And that's all from face masks, is it?
Yeah.
Wow. Over £3,000. You incredible job. Oh, there, I've been able to make it bigger, sorry. So thank you, well done, that's brilliant. Some really good charities there. Oh, well done, and thank you for letting us know as well. We love seeing that. Amazing charities being helped. Brigitte, guess what's in the package? It says warning, yarn is addictive, and so is Brian Ferry. And what I found even funnier was Robert said, I didn't know Angela had written that. So I'm so glad you got jealous, Guy. So that was there. Trisha, I love these socks. The Fairy Light socks are finished. Those colours are just beautiful. And
They're subtle, but they're bright, if you know what I mean.
They're bright, but they're a darker shade, aren't they?
Yeah.
Like, they are lovely colours, absolutely beautiful. So I love them. And there's a little pattern in them as well. So amazing. Well done. And this was Fran today, mostly not been knitting, but what does that say? Nana and Jar's Factory. Oh,
yeah. Oh, and Deborah says about their afternoon tea, our husbands and partners thought it was a hoot as we all made our own afternoon tea for ourselves. Well, I'm sure they appreciated it. I'm sure you let them have some, Deborah.
It's just such fun, isn't it? That even though we can't go out, you just think, well, we can still do all these little things as if people were coming around. So I'm so glad that you did. And it's inspired me to sort of do something like that as well. So thank you. So that's lovely from Fran. One proud little boy there. And thank you everybody for asking if Brigitte had been hacked. She had sent, somebody had sent a message, so thank you for letting her know as well. Tracy was saying thank you for the delivery, so she got that as well. I'm glad you enjoy it. And Trisha says, car seat blanket finished for a friend's baby due in February. Think I need to reinforce the 2 slots for the mechanism to go through. I don't know. So I'm sure other people could advise you, but that looks lovely. Is that 2 colour or 1 colour? Because that's 1 colour, isn't it? Because the reflection on that grey is lovely.
Yeah.
Really gives different tones. Beautiful. And Sandra says these are so useful for cars where blankets are too big. So really good. Janice says, following on from the T-Rex track, Rider Swan on this morning's Knit and Natter group was, this is the plaque that Hackney Council put up on the house where Mark Bolan was brought up, though he moved, I think, as soon as he left school. Oh, London Borough of Hackney. That's good. Musician, 1947 to 1962. Wow. He wasn't very old at all, was he?
No, 47. No, he must have been older. I think they mean that's how long he lived there for.
Oh, sorry. I suddenly thought, well,
57. He'd only been about 15.
That's all right. Yeah. That makes sense that he left there when he went to school. Yes.
Yeah.
He lived there. So thank you for sharing that. Robert, this is fun. So read that one if you want. I'm not going to warning. So read that. Helen Naughty says this made me smile. Fleece on earth, goodwill to men.
Yeah, made me smile too.
I hadn't seen that. Sorry. So I will go through Facebook. So that makes me smile. And I think we should all have Christmas cards like that, don't you?
Yes, definitely.
Yeah. I think we should have Christmas cards for woolly lovers. I did say woolly lovers.
No comment.
No,
Brigitte says, Trisha, the socks are fabulous. She's fixing the worn bits on some of the Rod's socks, some of the earlier ones, so the shaft is not the cast off edge. And Janice says, yes, 1962 was when he moved out.
thank
Hackney's
you.
become very trendy, you know, very, very trendy.
Yeah, it has,
along
hasn't
with
it?
Stoke Newington.
Yeah. I only remember Hackney when I was, I don't know, early 20s. And we've been out and got in a cab and said, oh, it's a real shame that we can't get a drink. And the taxi driver said, do you know somewhere? And it was a kebab shop upstairs, but you went downstairs and it was like a function room, but on a Friday, Saturday night, it was open until about 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock in the morning. So we got there at about 1, 2 o'clock. Yeah, so Dallas's Kebab House in Hackney was all I know of Hackney. But we had a really, really nice evening there. So
Janet is right. It wasn't trendy in 62. Which is why he moved out.
yeah,
Probably.
Places do change though, don't they?
Well, I'm going to tell you something quite quickly. I'm having something done this afternoon I've never, ever done at all. Never. I'm having a professional massage.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, enjoy.
Well, it's because the osteopath can't do anything with my neck and shoulders, so a masseuse is going to have a go.
Oh, so, fabulous.
It'd be interesting to know if anybody else has had one.
I have.
A professional.
Yeah. I don't do the sports massages and things like that, but the ones where they do work with muscles, shoulders, etc. And yeah, the one that I have done is quite amazing.
And Brigitte says that she's a bar humbug with regards to Christmas cards, and so am I. I don't send any anymore. She's going to she gives the money to a very, very wonderful little charity that's particularly close to her heart.
Oh, that's lovely.
Yeah, yeah, she's told it's I'll leave it up to Brigitte. But yeah, I totally understand. I'm a bar humbug. I send about 6 a year. I might go online and send a few more via email, but that's my lot.
Well, I send them because I miss so many events normally. So that's why I send them. And sorry, I keep looking because we now have this pigeon on our step and it's sitting there. So I don't know. I think it must be wanting to come in or wanting some food. So
Richard Branson's not there, he'd have had it by now.
I know it's a good job Splodge isn't here. He'd have tried to have it as well. So I'm sorry, we were talking about going through Whit Wednesday. Did we do this the other day? Hydrangea blanket. I think we did.
Is it hydrangea or honeysuckle stitch? Oh no, Helen posted that.
Oh. Do you know what we're going to do is, because we're so close to the end, I am so sorry, but we had a whole few days to catch up on. We're going to go through the rest of Facebook tomorrow, if that's all right, because I think we need to give them justice.
No, I'm going to say something, and it's gone. It's gone.
Never mind. Well, after Gogglefrogs, what do pigeons eat?
Oh yes, I've remembered.
I don't know.
No, it is about Gogglefrogs. Don't forget, tomorrow is Throwback Tuesday. So pictures of what you've done in the past, be it good, bad, or indifferent, and please do post them.
Will do. We will post as much as we can. And sorry we didn't get more of Facebook done, but there were certain ones on there that I think we spent quite a bit of time on. All around cake, if you notice, afternoon teas.
Yeah, Betsy's meeting up.
Yeah. So yeah, so we're almost at the end. I don't know where the hour has gone. I really don't. But
Well,
thank
I
you
don't know about
so
you, but I've
much.
done a fair bit of knitting.
I think I did one row. So I'll do a little bit more this afternoon. And just say Brigitte's charity is the Silver Star Society at the John Radcliffe Hospital in Oxford. Although they are situated in the hospital, they're not funded by the budget, but totally dependent on donations. So fabulous. So anyway, it is now 11 o'clock. See you tomorrow, 10 a.m. and enjoy your knitting. Take care. Bye.
Bye bye, everybody. Bye bye.